How is everyone? I hope you're all well. Rather than me tell you the story, I'm going to let you guys listen to it. This is a story that was submitted by a listener to the channel Let's Read. Now, this is a story of a 14-year-old girl who was in one of the US states. And have a listen, and I'll catch you after the story.
I was walking home from the park and it got dark fast. As a 14-year-old girl, I thought I was pretty much an adult by this point, and in a small redneck northeastern town, I didn't really feel scared walking home. I was about half a block from the fire station as a red old Toyota truck pulled up and offered me a ride home. I politely said that I was fine, as this old greasy guy just gave me the absolute creeps. He kept driving slowly by me till he noticed that I picked up the pace to a near jog, and he began to drive off. Only the drive back towards me minutes later, then turn around and drive back up to me. He swung his car door open and started angry walking fast towards me, and my heart literally stopped and my body froze like a deer in headlights ready for death. He grabbed my arm hard and started pulling me to his car. I screamed, but he covered my mouth with his hands that reeked of sweat and cigars. I wiggled away only to have my head slammed into his truck full force, making my ears ring as soon as he got a grip on me again. As he was forcing me into his truck, the fire department alarm blares. For reference, you can hear the alarm a town over, and being only half a block away, it's extremely loud, disorienting if you're not used to it, as it is a very concerning horn siren-like sound. He let go long enough for me to sprint into someone's backyard, and I assumed between the sound and possible witnesses now, it wasn't worth it anymore to him. After he drove off, I tried to just sit there and gather myself and my thoughts. A dog in the owner's house started barking at me, and a guy in his 30s comes out at some point and asks what I'm doing, eventually noticing a scared girl with blood on her face, and then asked if I needed help. I simply shook my head yes. I don't know how long, but eventually cops showed up, then an ambulance. Next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. My parents are freaking out, and I told cops what had happened. As far as I know, they never caught the guy.
So there we have it. Look, and what I'm not saying that this is the guy. This could be complete coincidence. We know just around Summer's home the amount of people who have old red Toyota trucks. Even Jodie Sue Brown's parents, they have one up at her mum's house, I believe, as well as some really strange looking building outside there, almost like a Hansel and Gretel house. But look, what I'm trying to say is, in the Summer Wells case, we have been here nearly for a year. Some of you have been with this case since the very, very first day of the Amber Alert. And we've come to numerous conclusions throughout that time. And I think that, many of us have kind of rested on where we think that this story is going to end up. Some of us have decided that perhaps it isn't going to be a conclusion. Some people have crucified the parents, some people have crucified the neighbours, some people feel that Summer walked off, which inevitably goes back to blame on the parents again. And I must admit, at this stage, I'm of a mindset that perhaps Summer had wandered off, and the story that we've just listened to is a very plausible version of events. Maybe Summer did wander off because she wasn't being watched. We know that she wandered off, and she wandered off into the path of a predator, perhaps from another state, who had been doing this for some time. It's very easy when we're seeing all these characters on this platform to make them enemies because they're there. But ultimately, are they? Are these people around this place just so stupid that they're on this platform guilty of something and being on there every single day in everyone's face? And look, we have seen cases in the past where people have been like that. Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman murder. I'm not even going to say that guy's name, but he wanted to be front and centre in amongst all that. And, so yes, history tells us that sometimes the perpetrator does want to be in the mix. But You tell me, could this have been someone who's been doing this for a while, who was going state to state and grabbing people? Or do we truly have somebody who is potentially running a YouTube channel and talking about this case and their lives and throwing shade on people in their own families and etc.? Are they the people who are behind Summer Wells going missing? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you all in the next one.